I think it's just gonna let me do it now. Yes, now I can see everybody.
Oh my gosh, look at me. Oh my gosh, classic.
Hey, move back a little bit so I can see you better.
Oh my gosh, TJ, that's hilarious.
So I did the leg warmer thing.
Oh my gosh, look at you.
I was a big hairband girl. I'm sporting a 1982 vintage shirt that I actually was at the concert.
Oh, wow. That is incredible. You know what I was looking for earlier, and I didn't want to spend that much time, is somewhere around here, I actually have one of my exercise outfits from the 80s. and Michael had found it in the attic after Hurricane Katrina, and I saved it because he liked it so much. And if I could have found it, I'd have worn it.
Had my hair been like it was then, it would take up this whole thing.
Oh my gosh, look at Tanya's hair.
Let me see. Oh, yeah.
Love the big hair.
Charmaine, do you have netting on? Oh, you have a Pac-Man background. I love it.
Pac-Man background's classic. Oh my goodness, I love it. Let me share the screen again so we can see Miss Katie and her fabulous.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
That was too funny.
Good memories. So at conference, there's typically like a director-only party, and that was what it was. And so one year we had like a pajama party. One year we had the 80's, and lots of fun stuff.
I won first place, and that was a Polaroid camera.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
Oh my gosh. So tonight, and I'm so glad you guys are here. We have almost 50 people on the call. Tonight, we get to hear from the amazing advanced director, Adrianna Field. She's going to bring us some tips to share tonight. So thank you for taking your time with us tonight, Adrianna. And just make sure to unmute yourself.
Cami talks about everything and she has such great ideas. But I'm going to first touch base on something that has been really important to me lately, and then I'm going to share some wording after. The first thing is party average. So I was in a course a couple months back. It was back in December. And one of the things they had us do was figure out what our party sales average was. And I didn't realize that my party sales were like $250 a party on average. It was really, really low. So I consciously made an effort to increase that because obviously we all want higher sales parties, stuff like that. So over the course of from January through this past May, I've been able to get it up to about $650 for average, which for me, I'm really proud of, really excited. There's always room for growth. It's just going to get higher. But I wanted to share those tips with you guys first because I know so many of us are having some of the best months we've ever had. So why not make them even better? Let's just hit 2 million this month and then 2.5 next month, and let's just keep going. So the first one is definitely aiming for pre-party orders. So whatever day you start your party, I do Friday to Friday. I actually open it up on Wednesday and Thursday for invites. I give my hosts 2 days to invite, but challenging them to get 5 pre-party orders. They can be from people in the party. They can be from people that don't have Facebook. It doesn't matter. Just 5 orders before their party kicks off on that Friday or whatever day you start, and then offering them a gift for that. And people just go nuts if they know that their host is going to get a gift. I stole that image that Carrie Pillow made for us. It's in Best Team. You guys can search it. I can post it again, but it is phenomenal. So definitely pre-party orders. The other thing I want to talk about is some sort of like fun day. So I do the Friday fun day. Again, it would depend on when your party starts, but offering a gift for orders. Typically it's $50 order or more gets a gift from you. $80 they're going to get a gift from Pampered Chef. So that's 2 gifts for them for an order. I like to do it at the beginning of the party because if your hosts are seeing that they've already reached the first reward or second reward level on the first day of the party because they got 5 pre-party orders and you're doing Friday fun day and orders are just like piling in, they are so motivated. They are going to be attached to you, with you, ready to hit that $1,000 party. And then the third one, I know you guys have heard this before too, but the Fab 4 and the Brownie Pan Challenge. So if you don't know what the Fab 4 is, again, there's a picture, I can share it, but basically it's changing the name of your party on the last couple days, like 2 days left to order, 1 day left to order, tagging all your active guests that have not ordered, just reminding them that the party will close in 2 days, and the Brownie Pan Challenge on the very last day of the party. It doesn't have to be the Brownie Pan Challenge, it could be anything, but I've found that that's really helpful for my hosts because it's reaching all those people that may have declined the invite to the party, but still want to support their friends. So they saw the initial post of, hey, I'm having a party, didn't accept the group invite, but they see their friends saying, hey, I'm only 3 brownie pans away from my goal, and they're like, you know what, I can help her out. Like, I know I didn't join the group, but I can help her out. So I get a lot of orders that way too. And then that's more contacts for you guys to reach out to, because those are people that you haven't sent your rockstar message to, and you're hopefully sending your text follow-up and thank you to. So that's just more names, more people to reach out to, and more contacts for you. Okay, so that aside, into booking Blitz stuff tonight. So this one, I swear by. It is one of my favorite things to do as far as getting bookings. Of course, the Rockstar message is phenomenal, but one of my favorites is working with your hosts to get bookings. So again, that challenging your host for things. People love to work if there's something in it for them. Of course, they're getting their rewards from Pampered Chef, and there's a lot in it for them, but just that extra little push of a free gift means a lot to them. So what I do is typically at the beginning of the party, I'll say like the second or third day in, I'll be like, hey, I can't believe you're already at the 3rd reward level. Like, this is insane. So let's really max out your rewards. If you can get 3 people to host a party, it doesn't have to be right now, it can be within the next couple weeks, 3 people to host a party, you're going to get 3 more 50% off items. You're going to get 10% off for a year, and you're going to get a gift from me. You could do whatever gift you want. I offer them $50 to spend as they please, but that's after all 3 parties happen and qualify. So if you break it down the road, it's actually very minimal per party. So I send them that message like, hey, would you like to partner with me in this and getting your 3 bookings? And of course, they always say yes. I don't think I've ever had anyone say, no, I don't want more free stuff. So once they say yes, then I send them the little wording that's typed up like, okay, awesome. So reaching out to 15 to 20 people will probably get you 3 to 4 parties. And then I literally just send them the wording to send to their friends saying like, hey, I'm really close to my goal. This has been super easy. If you book a party, I make out and you make out. So will you help me out? I'll attend if you come, or if you host one, and I'll be darned if I don't get at least 1 to 2 per host. And then you add in the Rockstar message on top of that, you're getting 3 to 4 bookings per party, which is just phenomenal and a lot of growth for you. So I will go ahead and share that wording in the group chat if I can find it. I never use chat in Zoom, so give me a minute. But did anyone have any questions or comments or anything to add to that before we break for our individual sessions? Just remember to unmute yourself if you do.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you, can you post the picture that you use for the fun day and the wording that you use in one of the group chats?
Yeah, can you do pictures in the chat on Zoom, or does that have to be somewhere else?
Let's do it
I don't know.
so that way everybody can benefit from it.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Any questions for Adrianna?
Bear with me, guys. I'm just copying.
So yeah,
All right.
we'll share some booking wording. Are you going to share some for like getting bookings outside of a party and then also for in a party?
Yeah, I was gonna send the working with your hosts first, because that would be a good thing to start your time off with tonight if you haven't already. Reaching out to your hosts tonight, it takes less than 5 minutes to send them this message just saying, hey, I want to make sure you make out the best you can. Would you send this? And then send them the message, and then you can move on from there. Let's see, I know I have it here.
And if you have not tried the Fab Four on your parties, if you don't currently do it on all of your parties, every single one, that is one to set a timer for in your phone. You'll have parties jump from 0 to 700. Like, you'll see crazy jumps in the parties just because the host is reaching out and following what you're asking her to do. And then you're tagging people on Facebook. Nobody has a clue when parties end. Every online party is different and ends differently. Some are a day, some are 7 days. Nobody ever knows. And so it's not pushy. It's just being thoughtful and saying, hey, just in case you wanted to order anything, you know, my party's ending tomorrow night. Here's my link.
When Julie hosted, she went from like $1,000 to $3,000 with the Fab Four.
Whoa, that is amazing, Julie.
I was so blown away. I let her swap over to a June party.
That is crazy.
Oh my
One
goodness.
of the things that I've been doing that's been helping a lot is when I do Fab Four, I have my host. I use a wording that just says, "Hey, we're going to tag you just to make sure that you know the party's ending, so that they don't feel pressured." But then I have the host, and that I say that in case you still needed to order, or if you wanted to make any changes to your order, and then she tags everybody. And I've had people add on to their orders from that too. So by having her tag everybody and they know they can make a change.
Awesome. So yeah, if you're not familiar with what the Fab Four is, we will post the graphic in Best Team, but if you're brand new and you haven't seen that yet, basically it's 4 things. My parties end on Friday and Saturday, so whatever 2 days your parties end on, I have a timer that goes off Thursday night because I want to update my posting service to have how close the hosts are, but you could do this Friday morning or Thursday night. So if you work Friday morning, just do it all Thursday night, that's fine. And first thing, you go in and you change the title of the party to edit group settings, and then change the title of the party to 2 days left to order. You just put that right in front of the name of the party. And then the second thing, because that's going to pull it up in everybody's notifications that the name of the group was changed. So that's a quick way for everybody to see, oh, her party's ending. And then you're going to do a post about how close each host is. I do block parties, so I put each host in there. And I always shoot them up about 250 to 300 in sales because we still have 2 days left. If you put $20 down, that's going to really do them a disservice because 250 to 300 bucks is like 5 orders. So I'm going to put that how close each host is, not how far away, but, you know, Sue is just so-and-so from her goal. You know, Mary is just 249 from her goal. So I'm actually looking at where their sales are at and I'm projecting them up a couple levels. And then, so that posts with like a hero post or a picture or whatever. And then I go in and I use my phone. I scroll through the members on the party and I tag in that post Sue here, you know, I tag her name and then all the people next to her, all of her friends that haven't ordered yet. So I compare who's ordered so far. And then I just kind of scroll down on my phone. You can do it, you know, all on one device, but it is easier if you have 2. You could also, if you're on the old Facebook, you could do, if you're doing the, if you're tagging from your phone and you're looking on your computer, you could do that, scroll down to the bottom of the members, Control F function, and type in the host last name, and it's going to highlight all the members and you can just quickly tag them in your phone. You could do that option as well. And then the next thing that I do is I send a message to the host, and she knows this is coming because I tell her the day before in my group chat, tomorrow, you know, Friday and Saturday, we're going to see a lot of orders. Tomorrow, I'm going to ask you to send a message to everybody that I tag, just reminding them that your party is ending. So then I send her some wording and I ask her Friday morning, okay, please send this out to everybody. And remember, it's not pushy. It's just letting them know. Thanks for joining me in the party. Just want to let you know my party's ending. If there's anything you wanted, here's my link. And so then like that is so effective. You'll see when your host does that, orders are going to start piling into your email. Your email inbox is going to be full on the last 2 days because your host is doing that step. So it's super, super effective. Then on this very last day of the party, I do the same thing over again. So I change the title, last day to order. I put another post on how close they are. Hopefully they're closer, like $75 to $125, $150 away now. And then I don't tag people again. You could, but it does take a lot of time to go back and see who's already ordered since yesterday. So I don't tag them again. I don't want them to feel like they're like stalked or anything, but I do have the host follow up with anybody who said they were going to order that hadn't gotten their order in yet. So that's the Fab Four in a nutshell.
I have a little play, like I do just a tiny bit different version with the tags. So my I tag in a photo that says, hey, don't forget all your tickets, and it reminds them the host special, the guest special, and the joining special. And then I have a list of like 8 ways they can get more tickets today. And then I just tag everyone in the party, and it says like, hey, friends of Sue, thanks so much for being part of our party. Don't miss these ways to enter to win. And one of them, of course, is ordering. And then on Friday, when I give them the message, I just delete anyone that's already ordered. So it's essentially the same thing, but instead of asking them for an order, I'm tagging them with the intention that they get more tickets or more entries for the drawing.
Awesome. And Julie, so I send this the second to last day because I find what happens is not all your hosts are going to get on it right away. A lot of them will, but some of them it's going to take them maybe till that evening or the next morning to finally get their messages out. So that's why I do it 2 days out. So they still have time to send those messages, and like that way, by the time they get around to it, the party's not already over. So I do have a timer on my phone Friday night that says, did the host send the reminder messages? Because life's so busy, I want to make sure to go back in there and make sure that they sent me their little smiley face when they were done with their messages. And I just ask them, hey, how are those private messages coming along? And then sometimes they'll be like, oh, I already sent them all, or, oh, I just got off work, I'm going to send them now. So like, it's really good to follow up with your host and make sure that they sent those out, because it can be a night and day difference with your partner. Yeah, so Control F, so you go, if you have the old Facebook, you haven't upgraded to the new one, you go to the members, you scroll all the way down to when the members don't populate anymore at all, and then you do Control F and type in the last name of your host in the little find box, and it's gonna pull up everybody that is a member of hers highlighted, so you can easily scroll through and see who her members are in the party to make it easy to tag them. So yeah, good question. And I love that Adrianna put her wording in there. So for getting the 3 bookings, and I love that, you know, just reaching out, having your host help you to get those bookings, because yeah, they get something, whether it's a $50 special, whether it's free shipping when they line up those 3 bookings. And I always like to use the word when, not if, you know, so when you get 3 bookings off this party, you're going to get this special from me. So it's just more reassuring and everything. So I'd encourage you to just kind of use that little word in there. And, you know, when you do this, when you hit 650 and get the double free, you know, when you do this. So any other questions, anything that you guys are doing that you guys want to share? Because this is your time as well.
Cami, when you're tagging in your posts, like I do the ones I think like you have, that'll say, like if I have a block party, you know, A is so-and-so away from her goal, B, blah, blah, blah. So you go underneath that actual post. Is that the one you're doing? And then you'll make a comment for each of the hosts. So you would say like, who's going to help A reach her goal? She's only blah, blah, blah. And then just tag everybody, right?
In the same comment.
And then in the next comment, you would make another comment with party host B or whatever it may be.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because
I just was making sure I don't think I was doing that the best way. So that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, we just want to make it as easy as possible. I found like if I don't tag the people, the host isn't going to go send the reminders. It's too much work to find who their members are. So I want to make it as easy as possible so they can go and they can look at this list, and I tell them, take a screenshot of this or write down these friends' names, so that way you can go to your messenger and you can just copy and paste quickly, and you don't have to like try to go back and forth, but just jot these people down real quick or take a screenshot. But I try to give them tips on how to make it fastest, and it really should only take them 5 or 10 minutes if you tag a whole bunch of people. And I know Fridays I'm going to be put in Facebook jail every single Friday, because with 18 hosts, that's a lot of tags, and my assistant actually does that for me because I'm doing other things. And so she'll go in there, log in as me, and do all the tags. But I know that I'm going to be put in Facebook jail for 24 hours from tagging people. So if you get blocked, it's okay. You'll get out. It happens every Friday to me, and it's fine. So.
I have been using I've been getting a lot of guests saying, oh, you know, this product is out, you know, do you know when it's going to come in? And so what I've been doing is I'll go look in the consultant corner and find out when we are expecting it in. And then I will take that and I will flip it and have them I will suggest, hey, you know, it won't be in until late July. How about booking a party, and then you can just get it for free, or you can earn it for free instead of having to worry about ordering it or, you know, it not being in. And I've gotten like 2 bookings off of that.
Awesome. That's so good. I love that you're turning it into a booking tool.
Cami, can you hear me?
Yes.
I know something I've been doing. I still send my word messages about getting bookings in on my Thursday, Friday for reminders. But I've also started to do a quick video to my host, because I feel like some people need to hear it versus just read it. And so I really stress to them about the bookings and about how exciting it is they can earn. I do what Cammie does. Well, I do a $50 free item for the third party. But I not only send it in word form, but I send them a quick message about, okay, guys, today is such an awesome day because we're going to work on getting bookings. And this is why it's so exciting for you guys. And so I can really let them feel the energy in it. And then on Thursdays, I do the words that I've been coached by Cammie with the word messaging, but then I also on Thursday do a video that says, okay, guys, this is like the day of magic. This is when the magic happens. And this is why it's so, so important to do the reminders. And then I basically, paraphrase what I put in the message. So I also send it in video form. So they're getting 2 messages from me with the same like importance and critical piece of that day. And it really seems to help because some of them I think need to hear it versus just skimming through the message. So think about, and you can just do a generic message. You can use the same video every week, except one day I said, happy Memorial, I hope you had a good Memorial Day. So I had to like tweak that for the next week, but you can just keep using the same message.
I love that idea. Yeah. Anytime you can do like a little personal video in there, that's great too. And, remember with your contacts, we're going to put some wording in the chat so you can use the wording for an outside booking. So if you're like, okay, I don't have any parties to message people on right now, but if you do, go to those parties and message a lot of people on there and just, message them as many as you can. And it does seem to be like with the old Facebook, if you're messaging through your main personal page, you'll want to friend them first. So I would do all the friending on like the party game bag and stuff like that, the party bag game, and do all that. And so friend them first so that they see the message, because it's going to come through once they accept your friend request. But if you are using your business page, which we likely all are, then message from there, because you can still message from there. And that's a really good way to reach people as well. But we're going to post wording for that during a party and outside of a party. And then also remember to follow up with people in the next 24 or 48 hours. Did my text come through? Sorry to bother you. Clarify the no. When you get those no's, can I clarify, is that a no, not now, or no, not ever? And then follow up. If they say, oh, just not right now, say, great, I don't want to be a home show, consultant, home show stalker. When can I follow up with you? So they're giving you permission to reach out in a certain day, certain, month. Some people say 2 weeks, some people say 2 months. So write them in your calendar. Don't forget to follow up, because if you don't follow up, the next online party they go to, they're going to book with that consultant. So all the work you did is out the window if you're not following up when you tell them that you will. A lot of them will book when you do follow up. So for the Blitz, track your no's and track your yeses. So we really want to know who has the most no's, who has the most yeses. And remember, you're going to get bookings tomorrow and the next day. Like all of these contacts you're making are going to help. Your consistency is going to pay off tomorrow morning, the next day. 30, 60, 90 days down the road, your consistency is totally going to pay off. So, and I had another tip I wanted to share, but I forgot what it was. But we'll put the wording in there and everything. Any questions before we start blitzing? I'll probably remember what it is and I'll come back on at 8 and tell you guys. Do set your alarms for 8 o'clock so you can join us back. You can turn off your videos and mute yourself. But any questions before we start blitzing?
I do. This is my first blitz. So what are we doing? We just reach out.
Yep, you just use this time to text people, Facebook message people, and pick whatever wording you want to use and just message as many people as you can. And make it personal, put their name in there, and don't say like, hey babe, use their name so that it's personal. Make sure it's short, make sure you would want to read it and that you wouldn't just like skim over it if it's too long. Really try to cut it down. So yeah, just use this time, track your yeses and your nos. And our prize for best dressed is going to go to TJ. Yay! So we'll come back on, we'll give away a couple more prizes. So feel free, go make your contacts, set your timer for 8 o'clock and join us back then. Thanks guys.
Don't forget the record.